Hello, friends. I am Rain. Some people call me a blessing, while others call me a disaster. Every drop of mine carries a different story. Today, I want to tell you my story, a story filled with happiness, sadness, hope, and emotions. It was a hot summer season. The sun was shining fiercely. The land had become dry and cracked. Rivers and ponds were slowly drying up. Trees looked tired, and birds searched everywhere for water. Farmers looked at the sky every day, waiting for me to arrive. In a small village lived a farmer named Ramesh. He was poor but hard-working. His family depended completely on farming. The previous year had been difficult because there was very little rain. His crops had failed, and he had suffered great losses. This year, he was praying for me to come. Every morning, Ramesh looked at the sky and said, "Dear rain, please come soon. My family needs you." His little daughter, Sneha, would sit beside him and smile. "Don't worry, father," she would say. "Rain will come." One afternoon, dark clouds gathered in the sky. Cool winds began to blow. People came out of their homes and looked upward with excitement. "Rain is coming." Children shouted happily. I arrived with my first gentle drops. As I touched the ground, the sweet smell of wet soil filled the air. Children danced in the streets. Some made paper boats and floated them in puddles. Birds sang joyfully. Trees seemed to come alive again. Ramesh stood in his field and raised his hands toward the sky. "Thank you," he said with tears in his eyes. Those tears were not tears of sadness. They were tears of happiness. Days passed, and I continued to fall gently. Soon, tiny green plants appeared in the fields. The village looked fresh and beautiful. Rivers filled with water, and animals no longer suffered from thirst. Ramesh worked hard every day. He cared for his crops with love and dedication. As the plants grew taller, his dreams also grew. One evening, he sat with Sneha outside their small house. "Father," Sneha asked, "what will you do when we harvest a good crop?" Ramesh smiled. "I will buy you a beautiful doll and send you to a good school." Sneha hugged him tightly. That was one of the happiest moments in their lives. However, my story does not end there. Sometimes nature becomes unpredictable. Dark clouds gathered again, but this time something was different. Strong winds blew across the sky. Thunder roared loudly. I started falling harder and harder. The rain continued for hours. Then for days. The rivers began to overflow. Water entered roads, houses, and farms. The village became flooded. People became frightened. "Please stop," they cried. But the storm continued. Ramesh watched helplessly as water covered his fields. The crops he had worked so hard to grow disappeared beneath the flood water. His dreams were drowning before his eyes. That night, his family had to leave their home and take shelter in the village school. Sneha sat quietly beside her father, holding her favorite doll. Suddenly, a strong wave of water entered the room. The doll slipped from her hands and floated away. "My doll," she cried. She ran after it, but it was gone. Sneha burst into tears. Ramesh hugged her tightly. "It's okay, my child," he whispered. But deep inside, he was crying too. He had lost his crops. He had lost his savings. And now his daughter had lost her favorite toy. The entire village was suffering. Some families lost their homes. Some lost their animals. Many people had nothing left except hope. As I watched from above, I felt sad. I had come to bring life, but now I was causing pain. After several days, the storm finally ended. The sun appeared again. Slowly, the flood water began to disappear. People returned to their homes. What they saw broke their hearts. Fields were ruined. Walls were damaged. Trees had fallen. Everything looked different. Ramesh sat silently outside his house. He felt defeated. What will we do now? He asked. For the first time, he had no answer. Then Sneha came and sat beside him. She placed her tiny hand on his shoulder and said, "Father, you always tell me that brave people never give up." Ramesh looked at her. "We can plant again," she continued. "We can work again. We can start again." Her words touched his heart. At that moment, he realized something important. Hope is stronger than fear. The villagers came together. They helped one another rebuild homes and clean the roads. Everyone worked as a team. Months passed. Life slowly returned to normal. The next year, I came again. This time, I fell gently and steadily. The fields became green once more. Flowers bloomed. Rivers flowed peace. Ramesh planted new crops. And this year, the harvest was excellent. Golden crops covered the fields like a shining blanket. Ramesh sold his harvest and earned good money. One day, he returned home carrying a beautiful doll. "Sneha," he called. She ran toward him. "This is for you." Her eyes sparkled with joy. "Thank you, Father." She hugged him tightly. At that moment, both father and daughter were smiling. As I watched from the sky, I smiled too. Friends, I am rain. Sometimes I bring happiness, and sometimes I bring challenges. But every challenge teaches us something valuable. Life is not only about sunny days. Storms also help us become stronger. My drops give life to plants, animals, and people. They fill rivers, grow crops, and bring hope to millions. Therefore, respect water, save it, and protect nature. Remember, whenever I fall from the sky, I do not bring only water. I bring dreams. I bring hope. I bring courage. And most importantly, I bring life.